Her Bathrobe She Blogged.
So we're here with Robin Kilgore, author of In Her Bathrobe She Blogged, author of Lulu.com since 2008, and she's going to be here at the LA Times to tell us a little bit about her book. So tell us about your book and why you wrote it and why you chose Lulu.
Well, all of that at one time. Okay, ready? How much film do you have? To be quite honest, I started writing my book because I had ample free time. I was transitioning between being a corporate paralegal, dabbling in the film industry in LA, realizing that I needed to go back to work. LA is a very challenging town to live in, and through the course of about a year, I discovered that I had a lot of free time to write. I always loved to write, and my flair for writing and blogging came across, and people said, what are you going to do with all this writing? And I said, I don't know. And friends offered the idea, you should turn it into a book. And the idea of pitching to literary agents scared me. It was very intimidating. I don't have any background in that arena. And I said, well, what should I do? And one of the options that came up in the middle of the night online was a pop-up that said, have you ever thought about self-publishing a book through Lulu.com? And I said, no. So the pop-ups do work. And I just researched a little bit, and I said, this gives me the creative control, and I can try it out and test the water and get my feet wet in writing, and that's what I did.
Good. And so what kind of feedback have you found that you've gotten from Lulu customers?
Lulu customers? Well, today at the fair, people have come up and been like, wow, it really works. This is your book, you've done it. And people are concerned about, cost and things, or they think too far ahead about, what's going to happen after. And my advice to them was just sit down, write your book, take step one, upload it, and before you know it, you'll have a book in your hands. And so it works for a lot of different levels for different people.
Tell us one of your favorite blogs in your book, and why is it your favorite blog? Because I know I've read it, and I've got a couple
Hold
of
on. Actually the ones, I don't have a particular one, but any of the ones that relate to my grandmother. My grandmother, Marianne, is just a riot.
Yeah.
And she's quirky and funny, and until I wrote this book, I don't think I realized where I get my sense of humor from, and it's from her.
And she drives a Mustang?
My grandmother drives a gorgeous Mustang, one of those bright red, pedal to the metal V8 Viper-looking things. Yes, that is.
She is how old?
I'm not going to tell you. She'll tell you she's five. Yeah, she'll tell you she's 5 years older than she is, just for good measure. But yeah, she's aging gracefully.
Wow, that's amazing. So what about Lulu do you think would attract other authors? Why would it be the one place for people to choose to publish their book?
Well, from what I understand, and granted it was limited research, because when I saw that Lulu was free, I said, I can do this. There was the cost of ordering my first book was my first cost. Now, granted, I was one of those people who printed off 1,000 copies of my own book, trying to find all the typos and things like that, through Kinko's and things like that. But yeah, the cost is great. The turnaround time, as far as ordering, getting shipments, being user-friendly. I loved the fact that when I was working on my book with my graphic designer, late at night, we could do a live chat and get some questions answered right there on the spot.
So you mentioned your graphic designer. Was she highly effective in the whole process?
To be quite honest, without my dear friend Kimberly Grassick, this book would not look like this. It would have a little stick figure on it with a little girl like, hi.
The brown hair.
Yeah, she would have some brown lines and some big old pink lips, but that would be it. No, Kimberly was amazing, and she helped me with every step of the way as far as formatting. And I don't know things about font style and how to do gutters and things, and it was great when she got on the website. She understood all of the different publishing lingo that I didn't know, and she was like, oh, I got this, don't worry. And so we just collaborated on the cover, and she would give me you can't do that, that's too busy, or and then without certain people, this book would not have been possible. It would have been just my writing, me walking around with a stapled piece of paper going, here, I want to read my book. Yeah. The two other people that were really important were my editor, Stephen Matsky, and the girl who did my headshot. Her name is Sarah Prickrell. And oddly enough, living in LA, they're all right here.
Yeah,
dear good friends.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be a part 2? maybe year 2009?
There,
Blogs?
oh gosh, there's always a possibility for a part two. If it's going to be in blog form, I don't know. Maybe it's time to go beyond,
Yeah.
you know. So we'll see, but definitely I'm interested in doing another one.
Yeah.
And Lulu's a great place to try to do a second one.
Well, good. Well, I'm so glad that you came to the LA Times.
I am too. It was so nice being out
We
here.
will be following Robin and all of her endeavors and second book. And so thank you so much for being with us, and we will talk to you later.
Thank you.